What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to Two Brother Vlogs. Gosh, this thing is tall.
We actually had to meet everyone in the Ducati showroom and सब लोग ने हाथ दे दिया. We had a very good and fortunate day. We actually had a plan to go to the Ducati showroom, but on the way to Ducati showroom we saw the big wing Honda was open and we saw the twin also in the showroom, and a well-known sales guy Arun was here, and we asked him whether he has a bike for test drive, and luckily we got the chance to ride this baby. So that is the 2021 Honda Africa Twin 1100 CRF 1100L. This is the DCT variant. I can actually directly compare it to my Africa Twin, which is a 1000 DCT. We felt 1000 is more smoother than this.
Well, again, that could be because it's a new bike. Maybe once you start using it, it will become a little more smoother. But I went mad for a couple of things on this bike.
The power is amazing. It increased a lot, more than 20% of my bike.
Yeah, definitely.
More than 20%. The brakes are much better.
Another one feature, obviously, we couldn't use that today because we don't have a cable. But this bike has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
And the TFT screen, it is touch screen, so you can operate it with your fingers, even through gloves. That worked.
There's one more feature which is very complex. And the number of buttons on this bike.
So, as you can see,
I'll just count the number of buttons. So there's one behind, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 buttons on one side.
16 buttons on one side, and there's one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7
and 8.
Bottom. I mean, you can also calculate the indicator switch. So,
like, how will you operate?
Though I'm a user of a Honda, that confused me. I went to a small test drive just around this circle, but it took a while for me to understand, to adjust the power modes. Again, this thing has 4 power modes, 3 levels of engine braking and 7 levels of traction control, and it also has, this is the DCT variant, so D mode, S1, S2 and
S3, like the same as our bike.
But
one more really sweet fact, like anybody who is wanting to buy such a big bike, imagine this bike is this tall, like I'm 5'9.5", and if the visor is up, it's literally almost as tall as me if it's standing straight and not on the side stand. With this setting, this bike, the seat height is as low as a street triple.
So the seat height is 810 mm, and as you can see, bent knee. My bike, the previous generation Africa Twin was 820 mm, so this is 10 mm lower than that. And again, no compromise on the ground clearance. Highest winds class more than 240 mm.
You can go over, forget potholes, you can go over footpaths on this bike. It's that high, the ground clearance. So there's no problem in that end. And the seat height is absolutely low. So somebody who's looking in the market for an ATV, who is intimidated by its size, ride one of this. You'll understand how, again, definitely the size is intimidating if you're riding such a huge bike for the first time.
You can plant both your feet down, and that's actually added bonus for all of you. And again, you will get tubeless rims for this bike, and this is a 24-liter fuel tank, so the range will easily go up to 450 kilometers in one full tank. Mileage will give you somewhere around 20 to 21, and also you get heated grips with these.
Cruise control is here on this bike, which is missing on there.
Standard, which is a very big bonus for tourers. And you get dual screens, where one screen by any chance you use as auto Apple CarPlay. The second screen will always display which gear you are in and what is the fuel range, and also the speedometer. There is a standard power socket. Come on. there is a standard power socket, and you have to run your cable through this for accessing the Apple CarPlay. All in all, for 20 lakhs, I still prefer this over the Tiger.
Definitely.
Though you cannot compare this with the 1250 GS, because that is what, upwards of 7 lakhs to this. This is 20 to 21 lakhs depending upon the variant you take, but I would still prefer this over the Tiger. Okay, first things first, you have two screens, and this screen will double up as a Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Wow. The seat is much softer when compared to mine. Oh wow, and the screen is so freaking high, it is hard for me to look ahead, and because it is wrapped with all plastic, it is actually hard for me. Yeah, it's smooth, but I feel my bike is much smoother than this. I don't know why. That's what I feel. Initial impressions, this is just an initial impressions ride. It's going to be a small ride though. Wow, good brakes. Okay, at least better than mine. Okay, the lever is slightly off. Okay, there's so many freaking buttons here. A traditional Honda Activa horn. Ooh. Oh wow, it has some cool turbo sound, and the seat height is actually lower than my bike right now. And cornering lamps, I can see cornering lamps. Yes, if you can see in the reflection of that car, if I bend the bike towards the left light is turning on. If I bend the bike towards the right light will turn on. That's so cool. But I cannot. There are so many buttons here, I don't know what is what. I know horn, I know indicator. This is the gear down, this is for the hazards. Oh, there is cruise control, definitely driving modes. The power mode, right now it's in the lowest power mode. The screen is big and huge, and moreover, I'm pretty sure you guys can only see the screen right now. Let me just a stable ground here. Let me just get a stable ground here. You can probably increase this somehow. Cool. Okay, कुछ नहीं दिखेगा ये. Okay, you need to press and hold these two flaps and then push it down or up, depending upon your taste. We'll be comparing this bike, because this bike is a 20 lakh bike, and it will be a direct competitor to the 900 Tiger, 900 Rally Tiger. And initial impressions, that bike is a bouncier bike, and though this is an Africa Twin, it is actually very good off-road. Initial impressions, riding on city roads, I feel that bike is more off-road friendly than this. Iska suspension is little more firmer than that, and that's a good thing, because whenever you're touring, this thing can absorb a lot. Let's hear the note once. It has a turbo sound. It has a sweet turbo sound. Standing position is comfortable. The handlebar is pretty neatly close to my body if I stand. Though I didn't like the rear brake placement. Problem again, the same problem. You need accessory brake lever extender. Initial impressions, pretty good. Am I going to change, sell my twin to buy this? No, not for me.
What reaction, bro?
It is actually nimbler than my bike, but our bike is more smoother. Don't know why. That's what I felt. Our bike is more smoother than this, but this thing is more nimbler and has lot of power.
Gosh, this thing is tall. I'm pretty sure Srijan didn't realize that, but the GoPro is all going to be without any footage because of this being so freaking tall. Let's okay. That's as low as it goes. Freak. Ooh, it's got power, dude. It's got like immense power when compared to our old bike or our last generation vehicle. This has got so much more power. It feels the same when you sit in the saddle though. This is a clutter. I have no idea what does what button do. It is actually becoming a struggle to see through this glass because it's that high. I'm sorry guys, but this you won't be able to see much because I'm actually having to sit extremely straight to just have a look above this, because through that it's a mess. Through that it's an absolute mess. The switch gear, you'll have to get used to it. The pass switch is at the top. It's not behind, it's at the top. So even on our Africa it is a little different. It is like it's not a pass switch like that. It is a click switch. So all these Hondas, or should I say any bike for that matter, it will take time for you to get used to the switch gear all the time. Look at that. It's got really nice DRLs. Like unlike our Africa Twin, it's just the DRL and the light inside doesn't turn on, so that's good. Time for getting off this machine.
Again, a small correction. We said 240, but it is 210 mm.
So it's less than what Srijan's bike.
No, but still, it's more than enough. It's more than the Tiger. It's more than the GS 850 and the 1250.
It's a little more than the new Multistrada V4 as well. Multistrada is 205.
So that's about it, guys. We had a very small spin around this road, having the first impression of the Africa Twin. Today we are receiving our bikes and we are heading out to the warehouse to collect our bikes.
It'll be quite late by the time we reach back home. We'll try and see if we can vlog there.
Yeah.
But we'll end this vlog. That might be part of the next video. Till the next time. Love you guys. Bye.